Thanks so much for tuning in to Big Sky Kickoff, everyone. We are right here at Northern Quest Resort and Casino having so much fun with our 12 teams that make up the Big Sky. I'm Alex Eshelman, conference host and reporter. Joining me now is first-year head coach of Weber State football, Mickey Mental.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Coach, I appreciate it. How has this first summer been for you in Ogden? Well, I mean, this isn't your first.
Yeah.
You know, this is your second year with the program, but first as the head coach.
It's been fantastic. Our guys, I think, are projecting, really well to the new culture a little bit. Obviously, continue with Coach Hill, but kind of putting our brand on things. Really, really happy with the leadership, taking it upon them to be a little bit more player-led than the years in the past.
What is your coaching philosophy? You just kind of touched on it a little bit, but the new cultural elements that you're implementing as a head coach.
I don't know if I'm really implementing anything new. Like I tell people, I chose Weber State because, what was intact, the culture, the people, obviously what Coach Hill was able to do there. I think it's just more about putting my spin on things, doing things a little bit different, but obviously believe in and respect everything that he did, and that's why I came to Weber initially.
This isn't your first rodeo when it comes to head coaching or being with the Wildcats. You were a head coach previously before coming to Ogden at Division II Notre Dame College, posted a 16-2 overall record, not bad, to say the least. What goes into your mindset in terms of just winning?
Well, I think it's a daily process for us, understanding that we have a long-term goal and obviously hopefully competing for national championships, Big Sky championships, but it's a daily process for us, and it's are we reaching our standard each and every day, and evaluating that and being mindful of that from a player's perspective, offense, defense, and special teams.
You were previously on the offensive side of things. Obviously, you're now overlooking the whole production. You've got preseason defensive MVP in Winston Reed. What does he bring to not only the defense, but the impact that he makes on the whole program?
I think he just embodies the culture of Weber State. Former walk-on, seventh-year player, now a player of the year in the Big Sky Conference. I think that's the stories you really, really like to hear and love to see. But I think he's growing. He's getting out of his shell a little bit from a vocal standpoint. That's that next step for in his maturation as a player. So very, very happy to have him on our team. Definitely do not want to go against him. So really excited to see what he can do this year. On
offense, we've got Noah Atagi here representing along with Winston, three-time first-team Big Sky honoree. What does he bring to this offense? Well, anytime you want to be good, you got to be good up front. And I think having a caliber player like Noah to anchor that offensive line that is deep and laden with talent, Jordan Latui, his brother Ethan Atagi, and obviously some of the guys coming up through the ranks, but just playing so much football and having that experience on the O-line is vital to being successful. Offense, defense, let's talk a little special teams here too. Abraham Williams returning. Super excited to watch him play. I wrote this one down. Holds the FCS record for most 100-yard kickoff returns for touchdowns in a season with 4. How important is it to have that type of edge on special teams? Man, that's the biggest thing I learned from last year to this year is how blessed we are talent-wise, but the culture that has been instilled at Weber on special teams on how important it is, because it can change a game. And obviously you go from Rashid Shaheed, who's doing fantastic things in the NFL with the Saints, but to have a guy just come out of nowhere and put those kind of numbers together, that's a credit to him of being patient and understanding his own process and being ready when he does have that opportunity. Such a solid season for you guys last year, 10-3 overall. How do you hope to live up to that expectation this time with you at the helm? Like I said, I think it's being self-aware of what you're doing in the program. Am I putting these guys in good situations on and off the field? And I think just continuing the process of, what's our next step to go from 10-3 to 14-2 to hopefully playing in Frisco. But the biggest thing is how do we get better each and every day? Coach, super excited to see what you do leading the Wildcats this season. Thank you so much for the time, and we will be right back with Big Sky Kickoff.